Morning everybody, Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader here for Mr. Topstep with your Monday morning pre-market webcast. So we traded around the 1360, 1361 level after that really ugly close on Friday. Friday was not a good day for the bulls. The highs were rejected, and into that last half hour of trade we really spilled lower, basically closing on the lows. So we have rallied off 60 to 61. We rallied as high as a 3-day pivot at 1370.33, which was the beginning of a triple pivot zone. And for those of you that are new, you can get my pivot points on the home page at mrtopstep.com, or you can just click on my contributor name, which is a little farther down the page, and they're all listed there for you. So we backed off the 3-day pivot. Current trade is 1366.25. So a couple things I'm looking at today. You know, last week the bears punched through that lower Bollinger Band on the daily chart and really exhausted themselves on the downside. And the bulls picked up the ball and they ran with it, but at least from what I can tell, they ran too far too fast. We did more than 50 handles in 2 days, back up towards the 20-day exponential moving average. And by the time we got back there, they just didn't have any gas left to buy. So the 20-day, within a few handles became resistance, and what you're seeing, at least on Friday, and what you're seeing right now is the result of that. So what I'm looking at now is, can the dip buyers come in and turn this down move into a higher low that pushes us past the 1371 level, gets us over the 45-day pivot at 1373, and they can start to try to retake that 20-day exponential moving average that was support for so long. It's not surprising at all that it would become resistance at this point on the daily. If you're the bears, you want to continue to push things. You want to make new lows. If you break 60, then you're looking at 58, and then the 52 half swing lows, and a break of 52 half pretty much gives you 1347, and then I would expect the dip buyers to come in and try to rally it back like they did last week when the lower Bollinger Band was broken on the daily chart. So we've got retail sales this morning, we've got Empire Manufacturing, and we've got, I think it's industrial production, 10 o'clock. So we'll see how those numbers move the market, if they move it at all. Let's do support and resistance. Current trade is 1367 even. And let me correct one thing. It's business inventories this morning, not industrial production. That's at 10 o'clock Eastern. So on the upside, 1369 half, then that 3-day pivot, the triple pivot zone from 70.33 up to 1373. Past that, you've got the 9-day pivot at 1377 quarter, and the 20-day pivot up at 1379, 1383 above that. On the downside, 1363, 1358, at 52 half swing lows, and 1347. So everybody have a fantastic day. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader here for Mr. Topstep. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade 'em well, everybody.